Honorable Maynier.
Speaker, I was one of the few people who were enormously privileged to sit in the public gallery and listen to former President Nelson Mandela deliver his first State of the Nation address in this Parliament. In his address, Nelson Mandela outlined a vision that he hoped would inspire the future of South Africa. Part of that vision was of a government whose very purpose was the extension of the frontiers of freedom. And yet here we are, 17 years later, rolling back the very frontiers of freedom that Nelson Mandela so hoped would inspire the future of South Africa. And I have no doubt that if Nelson Mandela were present here today, he would have had the courage to join the opposition in speaking out against the Secrecy Bill. Because the fact is that in the end, the Secrecy Bill amounts to a full-scale legislative assault on the freedom of the press and the media in South Africa. The Secrecy Bill criminalizes the possession of classified documents, even if the contents of the documents reveal wrongdoing, and exposing the contents of the documents would be in the public interest. The Secrecy Bill also criminalizes the disclosure of the contents of classified documents, even if the contents of the documents reveal
Honorable
wrongdoing.
Deputy Speaker.
Yes?
Is it correct to tell the public that we are discussing a secrecy bill in this House when there's not such a bill before this House?
Speaker, the Secrecy Bill criminalizes the disclosure of the contents of classified documents, even if the contents of the documents reveal wrongdoing and exposing.
There's a point that we haven't ruled on. Are we discussing the secrecy bill?
Yes, we are.
Is that what it's called?
Honorable Deputy Speaker, the member must withdraw so that the public can hear that he is lying. He is lying in this House.
Madam Speaker, on a point of order, because it's a bill under discussion, if the Honourable Maynier is discussing the wrong bill, then he's out of order. The bill before the House is not called what he's calling it. He's out of order.
Okay. Honorable Maynier, your point of view, this is the secrecy bill. Is that what you're saying?
It is, Speaker.
No. You're not answering me. You're saying your point of view is it is a secrecy bill, even though you understand it's not, it's an information bill.
Deputy Speaker, the bill is commonly referred to as the Secrecy Bill. I would be happy to refer to it as the bill.
Don't make this difficult for me. We have a bill that we're discussing. You're discussing that bill, not what is commonly referred to by people who are objecting to it.
I'm referring to the bill.
The one we're discussing.
The bill that I'm referring to is the Protection of State Information Bill.
Okay, thank you. You can continue then.
Speaker, the bill criminalizes the disclosure of the contents of classified documents, even if the contents of the documents reveal wrongdoing, and exposing the contents of the documents would be in the public interest. And so the question is not whether journalists will go to jail, but which journalist will go to jail first.
Speaker, is it parliamentary for a member to dance while he's speaking in Parliament?
No, man, come on. You just teach all the members when there was a rabbi how to dance, when the member is practicing that. What's wrong with that? Continue, Honorable Member.
Speaker, that is why the DA proposed a public interest defense. The DA said it should not be a criminal offense to disclose classified information if the disclosure of the information was in a genuine and bona fide act in the furtherance of the public interest. But the ANC said no. So the DA proposed an alternative. The DA said, we should specify the exceptional circumstances when classified information can and indeed should be exposed in a constitutional democracy, but the ANC said no. The DA said journalists should not go to jail if they expose an unlawful act, but the ANC said no. The DA said journalists should not go to jail if they expose incompetence, but the ANC said no. The DA said journalists should not go to jail if they expose inefficiency, but the ANC said no.
Honorable Deputy Speaker.
The DA said journalists should not go to jail if they expose administrative error, but the ANC said no.
This House is not sitting as a court of law. Now, where does this judge come from who is acquitting people who are not facing a trial?
Speaker, and why did the ANC say no? The ANC said no because the ANC wants to cover up unlawful acts, cover up incompetence, cover up inefficiency, cover up administrative error, and cover up any cause of embarrassment. That is why Nelson Mandela would have had the courage to join the opposition and speak out against the secrecy bill. Today, the DA are working to expand the frontiers of freedom, and the ANC are working to roll back the frontiers of freedom.
Yes, Honorable Deputy Speaker. Honorable Deputy Speaker, is it correct that a member of this House misled the public outside by debating what is not within the content of the bill? Taking for an example, within the bill, it does not say anything about the ANC, which he is debating
Madam
right
Deputy
now.
Speaker. Point of order, Madam Deputy Speaker. There are so many frivolous points of order being taken, and I think I ask for your protection for the Speaker at the podium.
Continue, Honorable Member.
Thank you. Speaker, today it is the DA who are working to expand the frontiers of freedom, and the ANC who are working to roll back the frontiers of freedom in South Africa. Today it is the DA who stand with Nelson Mandela, and the ANC who stand against Nelson Mandela. Today is a very sad day for constitutional democracy in South Africa. I thank you.